Hey guys, it's 7865 and hopefully this recording stays. Last one didn't. My body's kind of broken up because, well, I've been trying to deal, with one thing. Well, you know. This is also just, I don't know how consistent my video making will be for a bit. I'm hoping it'll stay fairly consistent. However, it, it may or may not, because, like, I like to be fairly consistent. Because, again, most people know I upload Pokemon. I upload, well, not Yu-Gi-Oh! Primarily. I throw in a little bit of Pokemon rant now and again. But, for the most part, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff, yeah, okay. Can't even speak English. Like decks and whatever, and, some kind. Okay, I gotta learn to speak English. That'd be good. Pack openings and shit. But, well, so my body's kind of been doing sort of stuff to relieve stress, and, well, it's not, I'm basically doing self-chiropractic attempt at it and not really succeeding. But, yeah, basically, well, again, there's some people who need to learn what the meaning of the word caring is and need to learn, well, how to, actually act like they give a damn about someone other than themselves. So that's a good thing. But, yeah, it really is. It's kind of bullshit. But yeah, that's only, I won't. And the other story I won't really get into on these videos probably, but because this is a two-part thing. Tomorrow I have something else that I kind of want to upload and say and talk about. But another thing is, well, my girlfriend lately has been kind of on me. I've been doing certain things to cope with my stress, and she's not fond of them, but she can deal with it. We're on the verge of, I'm sure, a breakup anyway, and, well, do I really give a damn? No. I would, had I not had another girl in my class flirting with me, and had I not had another one checking me out, I would actually give more of a rat's ass. Oh, wait. I just don't. Because she pulled some rather interesting stunts 4 years ago. Anyone wants the full story of that, I will gladly tell you. Just ask me. It was rather shocking, quite frankly, and one of those what the fuck kind of things. Like, are you serious? We're 18. Okay, you kind of, yeah. But so I really don't care, and this is the same girl, so I'm just, plenty more fish, as they say, in terms of romance. Plenty of fish, so whatever. It'll be a little hard, but what can you do about it, guys? Right? I'm sure everyone's been through, and then the final piece of odd logic in the coffin. Oh, yeah, let me blame you for decisions my 25-year-old brother's making. She's going to blame me, guys. She's going to blame me. Doesn't that make total sense? Doesn't it? Because she's basically saying, well, you and two of your other friends convinced him to do this and all this other stuff. And I'm like, sweetie, I'm like, you know what, babe, he wouldn't be doing this if he didn't, have some sort of thing stressing him out too. I don't think, like, I was befuddled beyond befuddled how you can tell me that what he's doing, he's 25 years old, he's a grown-ass man, he can definitely make his own choices. I mean, certain people, well, their own choices when they aren't the right ones and they aren't, beneficial to just more than themselves, really shouldn't be allowed to, kind of have as much say. But, like I said, so. And when some people don't care that you're getting broken, I mean, again, she can, if she thinks a breakup will break me, I'm already broken, believe me, in a lot of ways, people of YouTube. So it's very hard to break someone who's already sort of more or less been that a bunch. So she doesn't faze me. So I doubt that will affect my uploading schedule, but I figured I would say that anyway. Because, well, sometimes, weird shit can get in the way. But yeah, so I'm just like, I told her, you know what? The line I said, then this is a great line for those who want to use it if you're trying to, whatever, like, if, particularly if a girl's trying to convince you not to do something to, relieve stress and cope with something else that you're currently going through because you're going through bullshit, because people care about themselves only, it seems like, and, only want, and don't want to act like they give a damn or have a heart about somebody else when they're suffering too. And I basically told her, you know what? If you really think what I'm doing is so bad, then we're worlds apart. So you know what? Forget it. I told her. That's it. So yeah. But, yeah. The main point of this is, I want to sort of say a few things, too, about how weird this Kaiba Star Deck Reloaded is. Now, for those who've bought it, it came out about a month ago, I think. One month. It's an odd deck. Has a lot of dragons, a lot of different ones, like Tail Dragon, Alexandrite Dragon. It has a lot of, like, and Horus the Black Flame levels 4 and 6, which make no damn sense. Because for those people wondering, Kaiba never used those in the show, kids, or in the manga. Oh my god, manga. Jesus, did I really just say? Oh my god, butcher that so bad. Manga. Anime fans would like crucify me for that. Good God, that was terrible. Okay, sweet Arceus, I need sleep, which I'm going to get hopefully. Interplanetary Purple Thorny Dragon. Now, this thing looks fucking cool. He never used it in the games, in that whatever that tournament game was. He never used it in the show. He never used it in the manga. He never used it. Oh, but he'd say, screw the rules, I have lots of dragons. But Kaiba, except it's like, no one cares because, well, you never use these, so you look up the term weird and very awkward deck in the dictionary, this fits it. An MST, granted he should have run that, and the show should run one, but, you know, people just don't like it for whatever reason. But then there's other stuff in here, like Battle Ox, awaken, and let loose the dogs of war. So Battle Ox is here, which is pretty cool. Lajin's here, which, again, makes sense. Why the hell is Aquamador in here? Just no. Just leave. I have the Blue Eyes White Dragon, but no, really. And I think there's only one in here. I don't know what the hell the second one's doing. Mystifying, but okay. Blah, 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 blah. What the hell ever. No one gives a flaming damn. And then you got stuff like Vorse Raider, which he used against the Shizu. He used the Shrink and Crush card combo with it. And Crush card. If that was reprinted in here. Oh, silly Konami, if that was ever reprinted in here. It's broken enough. It doesn't need a reprint, you silly people. But really, no. That's just asinine. It really, really is. Oh yeah, the other card in here, amongst all the random ass spells, Shield Crush, which is like offerings to the Doom, tribute to the Doom, rush recklessly, but you don't have all cards. Now, anyone who remembers this card from the anime, I commend you, because it's a very difficult card to actually recall. It's called Card of Demise, and it's broken as shit. It basically lets you draw to your have 5 cards. Now, it was a spell that had, like, a guillotine with a little, like, elf behind it. And, like, he was pulling the guillotine down. So, basically, you know, chops off your deck, because you... And yes, I said deck, not something else. No one get any perverted ideas in your head. I said deck. So, yeah, it basically chops the deck, chops 5 cards off, and you draw them. So it's like, why wasn't that in here? But that would be broken as hell. But so's Crush Card. And he used that. Logic. Go figure. But yeah. And yeah, it's very odd. Some, like, Dragon Dwelling in the Cave. Some of these cards just make no sense. Like, and Kaiba's I love Kaiba's a duelist. Like, I was a Kaiba fanboy when I was younger. Like, when I was 10, 11, 12. I admit it, I was. I don't really give a damn. Anyone who judges, go ahead and judge. You know what? And it makes you an asshole. Again, anyone who judges anybody else for anything, no matter what it is, what they like when they were younger, you know, who they are, what they are now, you know, anyone who judges people like that, you should go screw off. That's the truth. It's the true, I'm going to throw a Pokemon reference. It's the Reshiram in the situation. And as someone told me on Facebook the other day, apparently, I'm very good at Pokemon puns because I made a very interesting pun about Hydreigon. You know, everyone knows that rather overpowered 3-headed dragon. Well, it was overpowered in 5th gen. Before fairies sort of came along and said, "Hey, Hydreigon, it's time to die. You're going to be balanced now because, well, you're 4x effective now. Now go away. Go to hell." or wherever, Fame Pokemon Go. And well, basically, I told him, well, I am as modest as a Hydreigon, and he said, you make the best Pokemon puns. Like you just, and that just made me laugh my ass off. I'm like, he's like, I love how you can make a Pokemon pun out of anything, and I'm just like, oh man, I like that kid. That was funny. I'm like, damn straight, I'm modest as a Hydreigon. Oh damn it, it's too easy. Like it's just too friggin' easy. But yeah, it's really really weird. Some of these cards, like I said, I don't even know how I got talking about that just now, but that just sort of struck me. But yeah, that's the Reshiram situation. That's how I got talking about it. This deck is weird. The Reshiram situation. For anyone who can see this around my neck, the medallion I have on, there's a symbol on it. It's a yin and yang symbol. That's what that medallion is. But yeah. For those who can tell, I like the black and white Pokemon games. Not that I've even finished X and Y, so that's kind of not an even point to talk about. But laziness is a thing, and it's there, and and school is there, and school can be annoying, and whatever. But yeah, like I said, so I don't know how consistent I'll be with uploads after this, but I'm kind of drained. Like I said, dealing with this, I'm dealing with something else, dealing with stuff with my girlfriend because she's just being so unbearable. Oh my god, I need to stop that. Da, da, da. It's like there are a few times I just want to say, you know what? If you want to break up with me, just do it. Please save us both the trouble. That's what I mean. But again, I doubt that'll affect my uploads that much, if at all. So, but yeah, it's again. I'm like, your brother is choosing. He's 25 years old. Let him, sort of not try and she's 22. She's a year younger than me. So what right do you have to judge what your older brother does? Let me think about that for a few seconds. So he should be the one looking out for you. Zero! What a concept. And not blame me for his weird choices. I mean, he can, even I question it because he just, I don't know. Some of the choices people make. And some of the choices people make when they don't realize how much they affect other people, and, whether it be even a cold, callous decision, that affects someone else and more or less breaks them more than they're already broken. Again, believe me. Like I told you people just now, my body is rather, Yep. Oh, man, guys, I'll tell you. Martial arts and lifting weights are not for the faint of heart. Together, especially, are not long train, not for the faint of heart. Don't. I'm really broken. And yeah, like I said, though, I've been doing some other stuff to cope. You gotta cope with stress, whatever way you can, really. A lot of times, you can't just sit there. Some people sit there and eat, and that's. I don't want to get too much into this. I'll get way off topic. But that's called, and I'm sure most people already know, it's called emotional eating. That's not good. It's not good. Obviously drinking excessive alcohol. I laugh at people who do that. I look at them like, I'm like, that masks the problem, right? I mean, I've gotten a bit tipsy once in my life, and I hated it. I couldn't stand it. I got a little bit too. I couldn't even bear. I'm like, what was wrong, and why did I do that? And then people who do drugs, I just laugh at them too. I will judge you hardcore if you do drugs or if you drink excessively. I will. That's the only time I'll judge someone. I don't care what your story is at that point. Unless one of the most tragic horror stories imaginable, I will kind of judge you. Not totally, obviously, but I will. I'm not gonna lie. It's not good. It's putting poison into yourself. It's like, really? That's smart, but whatever. I mean, again, to each their own. You really want to do that, fine. Especially, I know a lot of kids on college campuses do that. Have fun. Have fun. You're around a few brain cells. I didn't say that, but no, really. Again, a beer once in a while. They say, everything in moderation. It's not. You can't. If you do stuff like that to excess, you're gonna. Whatever. Like I said, that's not. I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. Cope with stress, but. It's that's probably not the best way. But yeah, so, like I said, my girl earlier, it's hard to break someone who's already broken in a lot of different ways, and now it's being broken worse, so I don't really care. Like I said, some people are just, don't realize what they're doing to other people, and that's a good thing, so, don't even, whatever, guys, like I said, so, but that's the video about how weird, more or less, I think this deck is, and it really is awkward. And if I'm talking loud, I apologize. I'm, for some reason, rather animated. Why, I don't know. Because I am quite tired. That is possibly the reason, because I'm trying to stay awake, keep enough oxygen in my lungs. So I have one class tomorrow, and then I'm done. Blah. Draconic Tactics, but it actually makes sense, because it works with Blue Eyes, and he gotta have all the Blue Eyes support cards I can have, because I'm Seto Kaiba. But no, really, I mean, it's just, yeah. Anyway, tomorrow's video will probably be, well, it's basically going to be a little talk on the freaking bans in OU in the Pokemon tier system. And I am pissed. There are 2 of them, and, well, let's leave it at that. It's like, honestly, like, why the hell... I'll give not one, wow, really? I'll give you people a very nice hint, because I'm sure most people already know and have seen it anyway on some other video, whether it be Flaming Spades or anyone else's. Genesect, Genesect, whatever they want to call them, is banned, and I am beyond fit to be tied. The thing is not that overpowered, but I'll get into that tomorrow. It is not. It is frail. If you basically flick it in OU, it will kind of just collapse. It'll just be like, it will do the robot in reverse, fall over, and crack its freaking cannon open. And, like, explode. But yeah, and then the other one, the other poke who got banned mortifies me. It just shows how scared people are of things. Now, then again, I know a few people who are scared of who they really are, so that's beside the point, too. Oh, God. I've heard of being timid, but this is timidity and meekness at its finest. Like, the Mega they banned is just, it's very strong, yes, but it's appalling to ban it because it's frail. If you, again, it's not, actually, it's frailer than Genesect. You flick it, it dies. What a concept. And plus, there are things that are still faster. In fact, nothing could supposedly check it. Oh, who cares? Stop bitching. There were things that could do it, depending on the set. That should give people a good hint of what it is already if you don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I'll talk about it tomorrow so people know anyway if they don't. So, alright, but yeah, that's about it. Unless I decide to upload that tonight too, which I probably won't because I'm sort of feeling lazy and I'm tired as hell and I want to kind of eat something. I'm hungry. But yeah, that's about it. Actually, I could eat something. I pull a random bag of popcorn out of nowhere. Yep. Because I'm Harry Houdini, apparently. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah. Shame. Some people, it's just a real damn shame they just don't get it and they just care about themselves and don't really seem to have enough heart to actually, say, oh, yeah. Anyway, my random little thoughts aside, this is MD865, and I hope you all enjoyed this. And, yeah, that's about it. So, I will go. Goodbye until tomorrow, most likely.